While most people panic buy when shelves go empty, a select few already have 25 years of food security sitting in their pantry. And it's not what you think. Forget everything you know about emergency food being tasteless survival rations. In the next few minutes, you'll discover 9 powdered foods that can outlast your mortgage, feed your family through any crisis, and actually improve your everyday cooking. These aren't just for doomsday scenarios. They're for smart people who understand that food prices only go up and supply chains can break overnight. Stick around because the final storage rules will determine whether your food lasts 25 years or spoils in 2. And most people get this catastrophically wrong. Welcome to Crisis Horizon, where we turn uncertainty into preparedness and fear into action. If you're serious about protecting your family's future, hit that like button and subscribe, because every video on this channel could be the difference between thriving and just surviving. Let's start with the protein powerhouses, the foundation of any serious food storage plan. First up, powdered eggs. Think about it. Eggs are a staple in countless recipes, but fresh eggs expire in a matter of weeks. Powdered eggs, when stored properly in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers in a cool, dry place, can last 30 years or more. Let that sink in. 30 years. Here's what makes them incredible. One number 10 can holds the equivalent of 7 dozen eggs. That's 7 dozen eggs in a space smaller than a paint can. And modern powdered eggs, they taste surprisingly close to fresh when you rehydrate them properly. The secret is in the technique. Mix 2 tablespoons of powder with 2 tablespoons of slightly warm water. Let it sit for 5 minutes. This is crucial. Then cook on medium-low heat with butter or oil. The result is eggs that actually taste like eggs. You can use them for baking, camping, and everyday breakfast. No refrigeration needed. Exact measurements every single time. No cracked shells, no waste, no guessing if that carton in the back of your fridge is still good. Next, we need to talk about powdered milk. Most people think it's just for drinking, but that's missing the entire point. Powdered milk is a versatile ingredient that brings calcium, vitamin D, and protein to your kitchen. Non-fat powdered milk stored properly can last 25 years or more. Full-fat versions taste better, but have a shorter shelf life. It's a trade-off you'll need to consider. Now, here's the trick to making powdered milk actually taste good. Mix it the night before and let it chill in the fridge. Add a drop of vanilla and a pinch of sugar. The result is surprisingly pleasant. But beyond drinking, think about all the ways you use milk. Soups, mashed potatoes, baking, yogurt, hot chocolate. Powdered milk does all of this without taking up valuable refrigerator space. The third protein powerhouse is powdered whey protein. And this is where things get serious. Protein is the hardest macronutrient to store long term. Meat spoils. Beans take forever to cook and can be hard to digest. But whey protein powder, specifically high-quality isolate or concentrate, can last 10 to 15 years in sealed containers with oxygen absorbers. It's a complete protein, meaning it packs all 9 essential amino acids your body needs, and the density is unmatched. 1,000 grams of protein in a jar the size of a coffee can. Think about how much space that would take up in chicken breasts or cans of tuna. Don't settle for cheap filler-laden powders. Choose reputable brands and store them properly. And here's the key. Whey protein isn't just for emergencies. Use it in shakes, oatmeal, smoothies, and baking to boost your daily protein intake. Get comfortable with it now so you're not learning during a crisis. Now let's move into the foods that provide flavor and comfort, because in any long-term situation, morale matters just as much as nutrition. High-quality dehydrated soup mixes are comfort food that can last 25 years or more. When everything else feels uncertain, a hot bowl of soup brings normalcy back. Look for mixes with real vegetables and legumes high on the ingredient list. Split pea, lentil, minestrone, and black bean are excellent choices because they deliver both protein and fiber. But here's where you can get smart. Avoid cheap, starchy mixes that are mostly filler. Instead, buy dehydrated vegetables in bulk. Add bouillon powder, dried beans or lentils, and your favorite spices. You've just created a custom soup mix that's nutritious, delicious, and cost-effective. You control the ingredients, the sodium levels, and the flavor profile. Next is something most people overlook: powdered cheese. You're already eating it. It's in countless processed foods. But buying quality powdered cheddar or cheese blends for storage gives you a shelf-stable fat source and flavor enhancer that lasts 20 plus years. Think about what cheese does for food. It transforms bland rice and beans into something you'd actually want to eat. It makes cheese sauces, elevates scrambled eggs, improves mashed potatoes, and adds richness to bread and pasta. In long-term situations, flavor fatigue is real. You can have all the calories you need and still feel miserable if everything tastes the same. Powdered cheese is cheap insurance against that problem. Powdered peanut butter is next, and if you're into fitness, you might already know about this. But it's also a preparedness superstar. It's lightweight, lightweight, space-efficient, and can last 15 to 20 years. The texture isn't identical to regular peanut butter, let's be honest, but it shines as an ingredient in oatmeal, smoothies, baking, sauces, and protein shakes. Peanuts are high in protein and calories, which makes them incredibly valuable. Powdered peanut butter gives you concentrated nutrition without the fat that can go rancid over time. In a survival scenario where every calorie counts, this stuff is gold.
Now we're getting into the nutritional foundation, the foods that round out your diet and keep you healthy for the long haul. Freeze-dried fruit powders are an absolute game changer. They save massive amounts of space, retain most of the vitamins and antioxidants, and add natural sweetness and flavor to foods without relying on sugar. Use them in yogurt, oatmeal, smoothies, baking, or even to make fruit leather. Here's something powerful. If you invest in a freeze dryer and a blender, you can make your own powdered fruit from seasonal produce. You're capturing the taste and nutrition of fresh fruit for decades. Strawberries in January, peaches in November, all without added sugar or preservatives. Powdered vegetables are the workhorses of long-term nutrition. We're talking carrot, spinach, tomato, broccoli, sweet potato, kale, the vegetables you know you should be eating more of. Now, let's be realistic. You're not going to serve rehydrated spinach as a side dish and pretend it's the same as fresh. But that's not the point. These powders are perfect for boosting the nutrition of soups, sauces, rice, meat dishes, smoothies, bread, and casseroles. Mix equal parts of several powdered vegetables, and you've got a nutritional powerhouse you can add to almost any meal. This is especially important for fiber, which is often lacking in crisis diets. Fiber keeps your digestive system functioning, regulates blood sugar, and helps you feel full. The final powdered food is one most people don't think about until it's too late: powdered butter. Fat is crucial for health, but it's incredibly hard to store long-term. Regular butter goes rancid, oils break down. But powdered butter has a shelf life of 20 to 30 years. It's real butter with most of the moisture and some of the fat removed. You rehydrate it for use in baking, sauces, cereals, and anywhere else you need fat. And make no mistake, fat isn't optional. Your body needs it for hormone production, nutrient absorption, brain function, and energy. In survival scenarios, powdered butter ensures you get the fat you need for both physical and mental health. Now here's where most people fail. They buy all these powdered foods, store them away, and never touch them until there's an emergency. Then they open a can, don't know how to prepare it properly, and end up disappointed. The food gets wasted, the money gets wasted, and worst of all, they lose confidence in their entire preparedness plan. You need to understand the 4 rules of storage mastery, because if you get these wrong, nothing else matters. Rule number 1, keep them cool. Heat is the enemy of shelf life. For every 10 degrees Fahrenheit increase in temperature, you can halve the shelf life of your food. Store powdered foods below 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Basements or climate-controlled areas are ideal. A hot garage or attic will destroy your investment in a fraction of the time. Rule number 2, keep them dry. Moisture leads to clumping and mold, which ruins everything. Use Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers or number 10 cans for storage. Don't rely on original packaging unless it's specifically designed for long-term storage. Most isn't. Rule number 3, protect them from oxygen. Oxygen causes nutrient loss and makes fats go rancid. Oxygen absorbers are cheap and incredibly effective. Use them in all your long-term storage containers. No excuses. Rule number 4, protect them from light. Light, especially UV light, breaks down nutrients and alters flavors over time. Store your powdered foods in opaque containers or in dark cabinets. Mylar bags are your best friend here because they block light completely. But here's the most critical mistake everyone makes: buying powdered foods and never using them until an emergency. This leads to confusion, disappointment, and wasted food. The solution is simple. Start by buying 1 or 2 powdered foods and use them in everyday meals. Experiment. Learn how to prepare them properly. Get comfortable with their taste and texture. Make powdered eggs for breakfast on Sunday. Use powdered milk in your bread recipe. Add whey protein to your morning smoothie. Throw together a quick soup with your dehydrated vegetables. Use powdered cheese to make mac and cheese for the kids. Blend powdered peanut butter into your oatmeal. Sprinkle powdered fruit on your yogurt. Mix powdered vegetables into your spaghetti sauce. Bake cookies with powdered butter. When you do this, something powerful happens. You stop seeing these foods as emergency rations and start seeing them as ingredients. They become part of your normal routine.
You learn what works and what doesn't. You discover which brands you like and which ones you don't. And when an actual emergency happens, and it will, you're not panicking. You're not confused. You already know exactly what to do. Closing. Preparedness isn't about fear. It's about peace of mind and resilience. Start small. Pick 1 or 2 powdered foods today and experiment with them. Build your storage gradually as you gain experience and confidence. Use them regularly and make powdered foods part of your everyday cooking. And here's something important. Share this knowledge with your neighbors and friends. Preparedness isn't just about individual survival, it's about strengthening your entire community. The best time to prepare was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Every step you take towards food security is a step towards peace of mind. Whether you're stocking up on powdered eggs or experimenting with powdered fruit in your pancakes, you're investing in your future and your family's well-being. If this video opened your eyes to the power of long-term food storage, smash that like button. Subscribe to Crisis Horizon for more strategies to protect your family's future. Drop a comment below and tell me which powdered food are you adding to your pantry first. I want to hear from you. Stay safe, stay prepared, and remember, you're not just storing food, you're storing peace of mind.